Sir.
Let's get
Baseline. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
We back. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. What? Cause it's the Porch Podcast. Come on. It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
Right. It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
Come on. It's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
It's the Porch Podcast, influential freestyle.
Right.
Everybody know I do it once in a while.
Right.
Episode 31, we call this Miller time. Let me get the mic and kill her with a rhyme.
Come on.
Go line for line. One more time.
Right.
I'ma do it right and put it in a spine. Watch me climb to the top.
Right.
Influential the illest, you know what got it locked. Porch Podcast, we gon' do it every
Right.
week, and I keep it going flowing like fluid.
Let's
That's why
go,
I'm
E.
the water man. You know I stand on
Right.
my own 2 feet, cause I never see defeat. You know why?
Why? Cause it's the Porch Podcast.
Come on, huh? And it's the Porch Podcast, so let's go, right? And it's the Porch Podcast, so we high, right? And it's the Porch Podcast, and ain't I,
Huh?
And
It's the Porch Podcast. Come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
Yeah, it's the Porch Podcast.
We back. Yeah.
And it's the Porch Podcast.
Podcast.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother.
Be original, baby.
That's it. That's it. That's it. It's a hit.
It's a hit.
P.
Yes,
This is
sir.
episode 31, brother.
That's right. That's right.
Last episode was 30, North Dean, the spot where we grew up at, but this is episode 31,
That's right.
and it's known as Miller Time.
Miller time. Miller time. We're applause. Miller time. Miller time. Yeah, we're back, man. Episode 31.
Yeah.
And you know, why not come back talking about one of the sniper 3-pointers dealing with
Sniper.
Miller time.
Miller time.
You know, and you being the legend that you are, because we was talking about the legend at 29.
Yeah.
And 30, we discovered that you started playing football in the street at 3. And now we talking about Reggie Miller.
Well, you know, I'll go with that. But when I talk about Miller time, the one thing I want to say about the great Reggie Miller,
Okay.
even though he never won a championship,
Right. Still a legend.
Reggie was a legend that was relentless.
Right. Still a legend.
Okay, he was relentless, and nobody.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Mike did it to him. Don't get it wrong, but you know, nobody can stop the will of Reggie wanting to win.
Now.
However, like you said,
Right.
you discovered I was a legend in 29, and then definitely in episode 30.
You talked about it.
Right,
Where your greatness began.
right. But honestly,
Right.
I was a legend. But we already said I was a legend in hide and go get it. Hide and go get it. That's what I was a legend in. That's it. We eating cookies and shit?
Snack time.
What
It's fucking snack.
what the fuck is what is going on? You know the camera's zoomed, so don't let no labels show. Damn, Pete.
Little chocolate chip out.
Yeah, you know what that's effects from, right?
No.
Powder. That's what that shit come from.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so P.
Yeah. You didn't see this shit coming, did you?
Damn. Want a little coffee too, buddy? Little coffee, a little something, a little special. You got Earth Angel? Yeah, studio started to be very toasty every now and then too.
Listen, man.
Listen,
It's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
y'all. We want y'all to see something. We ain't gonna sit here and act like it's different, but look at the beautiful banner here talking about the Porch Podcast. You see at the top, food for thought. At the end of the day, we want y'all to know. Really want y'all to know that food for thought, something that P does damn near daily.
Right.
Okay? And my segments are coming soon. I'm just letting you know. It's really what the Porch Podcast is about. We joke, we have fun, we tell little jokes here and then, we make y'all laugh, we make y'all giggle, talk about playing football at 3. You know, P just ate a snack. I got him on camera cleaning his teeth. I knew that's that little piece of chocolate chip that was stuck in his shit right
Don't
there.
worry about nothing in my mouth, man. Go ahead, talk about what you talking about.
But the food for thought is really why we're here. And with that being said, give us a little gem right now. Give me something right now. Give me a little gem for this episode.
Okay, all right, well, like we say all the time, we like to keep it as simple as possible. One of the food for thoughts that I discovered recently was making sure you got the right company.
You got the right one, baby.
You got to have the right company. And the right company can be the difference sometimes for you just, being an overnight success or making that turn and taking it to the next level and staying right where you are.
Right.
Right? So if I could say anything about that, man, that could be beneficial to people, listen, you got to learn how to be comfortable with the reality that every day you kind of got to evaluate whatever your plan is.
Right.
And however you moving.
Right.
You got to evaluate it. Like, no matter what's going on, like, sometimes you can be in company, man, that's wonderful. They make you laugh. You enjoy going on vacation together. It's dope trips. Y'all drinking buddies. Y'all fishing buddies. But at the end of the day, that might just be the company for that.
Right.
So that's why I had the right company. It's not about people being the wrong people. Oh, you need to cut people off and stop dealing with them. No, it's just like they can't be involved in everything.
Everybody
how
can't
we used
go.
to talk about all the time about you got to be selective in your business.
Right.
You can't share everything with everybody.
Right.
That doesn't mean that they don't have a place in your life and in your circle, but you just got to pick the right company at the right times, and that's to be the difference between you making it or not.
You can love everybody. I love everybody, but everybody can't come.
Everybody can't come.
Everybody can't come, man.
Everybody
can't come. Just like everybody don't know how to fight.
You're right.
No, I mean, not even talking about physical
you're right.
fight. I'm just saying,
you're
like,
right.
everybody can't fight.
Yeah, because there's a difference between fighting and defending yourself.
Like, not to, we always play this little play on, on narcotics here and there, but, when people sniff powder, everybody that they're around don't sniff powder. No. Not everybody.
Not all of them.
Nah.
Right.
But they got their powder friends.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And they got their business friends. That's all I'm saying. Right. You know what I mean?
That's definitely not Militime.
Nah, that's not Militime. No.
That's definitely not Militime.
Militime, but let's keep it real. In Militime, you do live the Miller High life. Whether you got a light.
Damn sure do.
Miller Lite, because Miller Lite might be one of the best beers ever.
I drink them.
Yeah, shout out to my sister Quan. We see each other, we toast, we say, Miller Lite always make it right. Q Love. Yeah. Miller Lite make it right.
Shout out, sis. What's going on, Q Love? Toast. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah. Miller Lite make it right. You know what I mean? She stole my beer at the class reunion.
It happens.
I had it. She said, bro, give me that shit. Miller Lite and make it right. And walked off on me and shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's open bar. I bought her that for nothing. You know what I mean? That's how that shit went.
I had experience. I'm about to tell you, but I got to do it.
Go ahead.
Since we're talking about an open bar.
Yeah.
Went out one night. I cannot remember the name of the club, but it was in Philly. I'm going to say it wrong, but I think this is how it goes. Tierra Colombiana.
Tierra Colombia, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we go up in the joint one day, but before we go, me and some of the fellas, we had a little pregame.
I remember. I think I might have been with y'all this night.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Because as the story goes on, then you'll be able to add a little seasoning.
Yeah.
Okay, so we chilling.
Spice it up a little bit.
Little pregame action back at my man crib.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They know who they are.
Yeah.
We back at the crib, little pregame action. And then we roll out.
Yeah.
So we get to the spot or whatever. We get there by the time where I guess whenever you pay, you know what I mean, it's open bar like for a period of time.
Right.
So we paid a little cover. We get upstairs, and you've been there before. It's a nice joint.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Beat dropping, everything going wild or whatever. So we get in there, we make it to the bar. And my man like, I'm going to get around. Now, mind you, I don't remember, you know what I mean, like some of the other things because obviously we had pregame and it was Earth Angeled out before we got there.
Yeah.
All right, so boom, we get there, ordered around, everybody put their drink order in, they line the bar up, everybody grab their drinks. My man, dig in his pocket, square up with the bartender, boom, drop the bread on him, spin, move off. We walk off from the bar.
Right.
Bro, about 2-3 minutes later, we hear, don't forget it's open bar all night. Open bar all night. Yeah, it's open bar. He paid for some drinks and shit. The bartender said shit.
Yeah,
took the bread.
How much was he drop?
I mean, bro, it was a couple of us. So it was a couple drinks. Drinks in the club.
Yeah.
Them shits ain't never, $2-3. And if it is, don't drink that. I'm telling you, that's some soap water.
I would
some
have
dirty
back
water.
And say, listen, give me 37 more drinks, man. I know it's free. Because I don't feel like, I can feel like I got my money's worth.
You missed on that. You missed on that. So
could have been me and DK.
Well, you would have got your hit back.
Yeah. Oh, I would have got my hit back.
You'd have got your hit
Yeah,
back.
I always get my hit back.
What's the moral of that situation? Gotta pay attention.
Gotta pay attention.
It was a great night.
Right.
Awesome night. One of my boys wound up almost kind of like baby kidnapped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wound up, meeting a nice young lady.
Right.
You didn't see him for 2-3 days, man. And then he just popped up and shit and was like, yo, I'm cool. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Like, wasn't nothing wrong. Showed us pictures of the phone with him and her, and they was going on some Bonnie and Clyde shit, chilling.
Don't use Bonnie and Clyde, because I know Powder was involved if he used Bonnie and Clyde.
No, I don't think no.
Blazer 50.
I wasn't there.
Blazer 50.
I wasn't there. But if you look like a willing participant, so I'm just saying, if Coke came out, he probably didn't push it away. Pretty good.
You already know if it come our way, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing.
Right out the way. How you doing?
Shit, gotta get out of here. Fake sneeze or something.
Yeah, flip the whole
Scared, don't fake sneeze. That shit might.
Right.
And then you can't come back.
Yeah.
Because how many things? You only need one time to be an official crackhead.
Yeah, that's crack. That's not powder.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do neither one.
Damn sure. I'm
even trying to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not trying to figure it out.
Hey, welcome back, man.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back.
We do that. Like he said, there's going to be parts where he jumps in and goes into song and shit like that. There's going to be times where we talk that shit. But y'all see, we don't stay there. We snap it back.
Like, like right now, we drinking, it's hot, and it really, all I keep is shit dripping on your shirt. All I hear
I wanted that
in my head, because it's warm right, it's a hot day.
Yeah.
We drinking this drums, please. Yeah. So
that's one of the ones. Now, here's my thing when it comes to Summer Madness. All versions of it is dope.
Every last version. Because it's the beat. The original
one? The original one. I know it was drugs around them. I can't. Oh, your flare. Look.
Look at this.
Yeah. That's when that full tweak is out.
Ooh, that Cool in the Game. Right?
Summer Madness?
Cool in the Game. Right? Yeah. We had a cousin in Cool in the Game. I don't remember his name, though. We did. You don't remember that shit?
You heard how long I sucked my teeth off?
Yeah, that was good. I was like, you have it. Then we have a cousin in Cool in the Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Yeah. Because remember back in the day,
we still got him.
Mom and Pop, you alive?
I'm saying, you said we used to, like we got rid of them or something.
Nah, Cool in the Game don't be singing, I don't think. Yeah, they do.
Nah, I'm just saying, like,
but remember,
once somebody's your cousin, they're your cousin the whole time.
Do you remember the song from Cool in the Game that Mom used to play all the time? Nah. She's fresh,
oh, shit.
exciting, boom, 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 boom. That's how we know it so well. Mom used to be in the living room, shit like.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Her little Minute Maid juice, lemonade, and Minute Maid, they're just chilling.
Yeah.
Mom didn't need no Vex to dance. Right. Mom was a dancer just to hear the music.
My mom had some Minute Maid apple juices the other day.
Right. You talking about your baby now.
Yeah. Had the little boxes.
Yeah.
With the little straw tap.
Tetra Brick. That's mom's.
Go with that. I mean, I don't
know
what's going on with that, but all right. That's it?
Yeah, Tetra Brick.
All right, I ain't doing all that. Listen, the ones with the straw that got the little glue shit on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had some
of
them.
We used to take the glue off and throw it at each other. I remember that shit, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Can't do that. But all right. So you know what I mean? Anyway, I was telling her about how back in the day, man, cases of that shit.
Right.
Cases.
So you know what I mean? Always had it.
Yeah. And then the big joints, Five Alive.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't mean to break your wisdom. I just wanted to ask you this, and this is one of my little reminiscence. All right, so everybody remember the Tetra Bricks. There was the little, it used to come in a 3-pack.
That's right.
You had the Minute Maid, the High C, and all that. And then, of course, you had the little half gallons like they sell at Walmart.
Right.
Tropical Punch, Berry Punch, Fruit Punch. Five Alive was. But do you remember, bruh? They had that in between size for a little while when we was young.
Yeah.
It was bigger than a brick. It wasn't big, but it was shaped like the half gallon.
Yeah, was that a sip?
Nah, Minute Maid had them because they had Five Alives like that.
I remember that.
Remember that shit?
But Sip had them too.
Sips had them too, but remember that little in between? You don't never see that in between size.
Work out.
You don't see that shit no more. But that to me was the perfect size.
Yeah.
Might have been like a nice little 12 ounce or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Yeah. We was impressed by all this shit when you was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the question is, because this is Miller time, when did the time switch to you at the Miller Lite?
You said when it what happened?
When did the time switch and you went to Miller Lite?
I ain't never switched. One day I just was like,
I'm grown. Let me get a beer.
I might have been out somewhere.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want the IPA shit and like certain things.
You don't like IPAs?
I might have. I didn't like it that day. And I just was like, I want to, I'll take the Miller. Yeah. And here's another reason why.
Light beer.
If you ever go to any sports bars,
They got them.
I don't care if you go to Applebee's or any of that
They
shit.
got it.
Fridays. It's always they're $1.50 during the game.
Coors or Millers.
Yeah.
You know,
Cheap shit, y'all. Sorry.
you know they
Had to
own,
be honest.
You know they owned by the same people.
Didn't matter.
Yeah, Miller Coors. That's the name of the.
Yeah.
If you want to buy stocking, yeah, it's Miller Coors. I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Yeah, they also own that Scrap It Rap It.
No.
Yeah.
You got a story about any of that nightmare beer shit?
Yeah. Oh, you mean Five Loco? Shout out to Goose. Yeah, we.
I mean, it's Miller time, but it sounds like this shit going down the beer road. So might as well go ahead down.
Listen, that was a winner that night. We needed something to drink. Cause see, Miller time. Let's make it clear, man. Let's just
Okay.
make it clear. Miller time is about winning, in all aspects.
Right.
Even if you don't win, cause you never lose. You always get a lesson.
Right.
So you can't tell me that even though Reggie never got a ring,
Right.
that he ain't learned a lot of lessons and he wasn't a winner. Yeah. Because if you go look on ESPN, his 30 for 30 is called Winning Time.
Yeah.
That's the name of his.
Yeah, he probably wanted to break the stigma with the Miller time shit
Right,
anyway.
but it's
what
winning time.
What's his name gave him hell, man?
Mike.
Mike gave him hell, but Spike Lee gave him hell.
Yeah. Well, him and Spike went back and forth. But do you know what Mike did to him one time? Mike came in the game, balling, shot. He said 45, right? Then he came 43. Like this, they realized this motherfucker is counting backwards on how much he about to drop on us tonight. He fucking counted this. He went backwards because Reggie said he was killing Mike one time at halftime. Mike said, "What? You killed?" Reggie had 2 for the rest of the game, second half, man.
Yeah.
That's why I said Mike used to,
Yeah.
did what he wanted.
Yeah, I'm glad we was able to see it, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, we ain't just had to look back tapes and shit. Depending on when you was born, I'm glad we was able to see Mike doing it.
And that brings me to an early this or that. I'm going to ask you this. Which one you taking? Ray or Reggie?
Ray or Reggie? Ooh.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
That's not easy.
I still say Reggie.
I understand.
I still say
because he
Reggie.
going to get in your mind.
Yeah.
He going to get in your mind.
Yeah.
Another one. Dame or Steph?
Just as a point guard or a shooter?
All the way around.
I might take Steph.
I understand why you said that. I might take Dame, but I get why you might take Steph. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Steph, definitely he had help every time he won his championships, but he's still a champion. He did not deserve those MVPs when he won them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did not. So you can't take nothing away from Steph.
No.
Curry. Nothing.
No.
So it's not like he didn't deserve what he got those seasons. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was the leader of a team who had the best record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's a little guy that does it. That's what's so dope about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we talked about it. When he
Yeah.
came out of Davidson, I died.
But I think I agree with both of those with y'all. A little Earth Angel toast. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Get a little, because Ray gonna shoot your lights out. He gonna play ball, then go run the Boston Marathon. You know what I mean? Some shit like, he used to run the Boston Marathon all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you never know that?
No.
Yeah, Ray used to run the Boston. When he played for the Celtics, he definitely was out there running. But he would come in and fly. That's why he could play so long. He was a runner, bro. He would never stop working out. He had a lot of stamina. Yeah, that was his thing. Ray never really gained weight, if you pay attention.
Yeah.
Jesus was Jesus, man. Jesus Shuttlesworth, man. You know what I mean?
I think you're taking it far.
Another thing, question. Okay?
What?
Who was crazier? Denzel or Nutso?
Nutso was crazy. That bitch was shot clean out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we doing this or that this early?
No, this is a pre this or that.
It's a pre. All right.
Oh, no, some other shit coming.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
that's no. I just wanted to just bring me to an early one. Yeah, we can.
I got you.
Listen, hold on. Let's make this clear. This is called the Porch Podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we
right.
want.
We're always
want
on
to.
schedule.
Yeah,
it's never like we're ever off schedule.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, but because it seems like a lot of this stuff is kind of tapping into the same realm of things. We talked about quite some time ago the GOAT.
Right.
We talked about, more recently, obviously, legends.
Legends, yeah.
And what defines a person, you know what I mean? That internal thing that's inside of them that regardless of any kind of accomplishments,
right.
Whether it's just a self-proclaimed situation and then later on people see their greatness.
Right.
One thing I can say about a person like Reggie is that every time that he played, you thought he was great. Like there was never the time, like you understand what I'm saying? Like it's a difference when you
always
see some
showed
people,
up.
And it's like, oh that guy had what? Oh yeah, that was okay, wow. Whenever he showed up.
He showed up
and showed out. So you had an appreciation for him just because he was like that passionate about what he did.
It's sort of like now, for the most part, with Giannis. You can't stop him. You just got to hope to contain him. The key is, it's not just about Giannis. You got a hard time with Milwaukee when it's Giannis, Middleton, Drew, all of them short, Brook, Lopez, everybody scoring. That's a hard time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Giannis is going to do his numbers. Yeah. And that's what it was with Reggie. Yeah. It's the same thing with Damian Lillard. Yeah. He's good. Dame have 30 and 10 on you. Mm-hmm. But, CJ ain't going to give you this. Like my boy made a good point the other day, and I'm not just trying to take this to basketball. He said, you can't have 2 6'3" dudes in the backcourt. You got that 2 guard might need to be a little taller because the other ones is doing what they want against CJ. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He said, that's the hardest thing about it. He said, if it was Dame and I don't know what other 2 guard to go with right now, but that's even giving you a better defensive thing. Yeah. It'd be a different, different thing.
Yeah. I mean, in that game, it's about matchups like any other sports thing. Right. And let's be honest. Mm-hmm. I mean, heart is great. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can have a heart big as all outdoors.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes
it's not enough.
That shit ain't gonna be enough.
Nah, it's not enough.
You try to box a bitch out and you 6'1" and they 6'9". They little buddy in the shit out of you.
Well, not just size wise, but little buddy in the shit. You get to applaud and laugh because I accept that little buddy that one today. But I'm gonna tell you this. No, it's just like what we said about Steph. How we just said that Steph had a lot of help. You know what I mean? Right. But where I'm saying Steph now because he relates to Miller time, Steph knew his strong point of his game. And his key was, nobody's going to shoot better than me in this game. Mm-hmm. So regardless of how big you are and I'm going to outshoot the fuck out of you every game. And once you can solidly do what you do best, you see what I'm saying? Right. You're going to keep doing that. Right. You know what I mean? That's just all it is. That's just like when I laugh when, teams try to put a big man, a center, on somebody like Steph Curry or Devin Booker or Chris Paul. Right. They too slow. They can't keep up with them guys. Because that step back, you don't think they practice with that broom in their face where they shooting over that, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? But Miller time. It all goes to Miller time, man.
Yeah, I think like you said, like all them guys, man, if you look at them, they all got the same kind of like confidence. Right. Like you look at them, they may physically look a little bit different, but that confidence level looks pretty much the same.
Well, confidence, I've often learned a long time ago, confidence is the most attractive thing on anybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Confidence is, and with that question being asked, other than this, I'm going to ask you this question here. Other than you being a father, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's a given. Name a time where you had to shift into that Miller time mind state. Like, bitch, I'm about to win. Nothing's going to stop me from winning. I'm putting all my energy in this. Like, other than being a father, because that's almost that's the greatest gift for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And other than being a father or a husband, like
you.
you like, I gotta turn this on. I gotta do this.
Besides being a father, I'm not gonna say when I got married. That would probably.
That's what I said. Other than a father and a husband.
Yeah, because those two things to me, if you got
they're in a league of their own.
You got any morals, any standards about yourself, you automatically gonna just work hard at those things anyway.
Right.
I would honestly say that it's kind of tough to know exactly when else that would have happened.
Yeah.
I'm reactionary. You know that.
Right. That's why
I'm reactionary. So it's probably hard for me to separate my reaction things from, because I've done so many different things.
Well, you know what? That answer not shocks me. I understand. I'm not shocked that it came from you. I thought that's what might have made it easy, because it been something that triggered you to say it's go time. You see what I'm saying? We both reactionary, whether we realize it or not.
I think by nature we are.
Yeah.
I think as humans, and as you live life and your experiences make you that anyway.
Right.
But you was asking, besides just those two key points in my life,
right?
That you was like, yo, you was in go time mode and stuff like that. Like I said, me personally,
right?
I mean, at work, when I was working, you know what I mean, like, there was times where I felt like things needed to be said. Not even so much the physical part of it, because the physical part became repetitive. You knew what you was going to do in that. You knew what your responsibilities were, so you got beyond that. But no, it was actually probably, okay.
Here we go.
I'll give you a time.
Here we go. I knew you had one.
I'll give you a time.
All right.
Driving home.
Okay.
Coming back from dinner. It's Link's birthday. I think it's Mother's Day, too.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay. We coming home.
It was at the time we all went out to eat for Mom.
Went out to eat with Mom.
And Link.
Yeah. Coming home, coming down the road. On the opposite side of the road, there's a police officer trying to, detain, restrain this guy.
Yeah.
And cuff him and everything like that. I see it. I can see it as we approach. It looks weird, but you can see two people, right there on the side of the road, wrestling around, tussling. I pull over. I jump out, and I go and I run across this really, really busy road. It's not like a regular residential street. It's a big road. As I'm running across the road, another gentleman has stopped, and he's running with me. I'm yelling out, "The officer, you okay? You need help?" I run over. At this point, you can see that the officer's tired. He really can't even he can talk, but he's, tired. So I asked him, I was like, you need help? I jumped down. I grabbed the guy's leg. And then he was like, I said, do you want me to, finish this?
Yeah.
And he was like motion, yeah, and so I finished it. He didn't know whether or not I knew what I knew, but I finished it. You know what I'm saying? I cuffed the guy and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, needless to say, let's just leave it at that.
You said finish it like Mortal Kombat, bitch. You crazy.
I ain't finished him. I finished the situation.
Yeah, okay.
So, as this is going on, the other officers are coming. I can hear the sirens coming. I'm saying to the officer that I helped, you have to tell them, because I was in regular clothes and everything, obviously.
Yeah.
You have to tell them what I'm doing, because they're not going to differentiate between what's going on, other than the fact this guy has handcuffs. So you have to tell them.
Yeah.
Gets it together. Boom, they show up. We get the guy up. The guy looks pissed off at me because I helped the guy.
Yeah.
Why you helping
That was Mad Dog No Good.
Yeah, well, he was mad. You know what I mean? So I ain't say nothing to him. Boom. I gave the officers who showed up on the scene my information. I'm dirty. Wrestling on the ground because the officer that was wrestling, his radio was all screwed. It was like, bruh, they had been there.
He couldn't fight.
I ain't gonna necessarily. He was tired. He was tired. I don't know if the guy he was dealing with was on drugs. I don't know if you ever fought or wrestled anybody that's high, bruh.
Dude.
Whole different
I
level.
don't fight or wrestle.
I'm just saying, but if you was ever in that dynamic.
Yeah. Nah.
All right, so that's a whole different level of shit. So, boom. Meanwhile, we gets back. I get in the car. We driving home dirty. I didn't realize the whole time, Link yelling, talking about something. Oh, no, Daddy, don't do it. No. No, my dad gonna get killed on my birthday. The police gonna show up and they gonna shoot him. That's the shit she was thinking. I didn't hear any of that. Yeah. While my youngest is saying, "Get him, daddy, get him, get him." So just needless to say, I got two different kind of responses. So I get home, the guys, lieutenant or captain, they calls and was like questioning whether or not the guy did everything right, if he did everything, the way it was supposed to be.
Push that back.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that shit go. Everything. That's why I had to protect myself.
Yeah.
Did everything go according to the rules and regulations how I should have went? And I said yes. And that was the case where I did that. The very next day, I got a ticket for tent on my windows in the same town. Mm-hmm. The very next day.
Yeah. You know what that meant? Should have left that fuck alone, man.
Yeah. Mom cussed me out bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she did what she put.
You don't know, bitch. They could have did all kind of shit to you. Locked your ass up. You want to be the superhero? Drive your ass down the street and got on. I'm calling her excited about thinking I did something good. But you know what though? I slept good at night knowing I did. Yeah. Because that could have went any way.
Well, that's what you is. You called me a snitch, but you're a superhero.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, man.
But here's the key. That's a moment. That's a moment that sticks out of your head.
That's one.
That's Miller time.
Yeah. Okay. A little round of applause for that.
Yeah, you get that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I made it. Yeah. So that's one time.
All right. I get it.
Yeah. A couple people told me I was crazy after doing that.
Oh, well, Reggie Miller was crazy.
Yeah.
One time I can remember Miller time with me though. I give you this. We was throwing events, and when we was throwing this particular event, it happened to be DK birthday party, and this establishment canceled on us the day of the party.
Damn.
We done sold tickets, we done did everything, and when I get quiet,
spent the money, shit was gone.
I get quiet, things happen.
Yeah, I know.
That's just who I am.
We know who's showing up.
Yeah, when I get quiet, it goes. I'm just thinking though. That's all it be. Make a long story short, DK somewhere frustrated. I called him like an hour later. Tell everybody the party gonna be at such a. Bro, we ain't never been there. Don't worry about it, man. I talked to the dude. It's party time, man. We got. Shit was actually better than what we were supposed to have a party at. Miller time, man.
Miller time.
Miller time. It's Wednesday. I'm not taking no for an answer when I need a victory.
That's really Reggie Miller shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So even when the fact that he was never the champion of the league, he was always a winner. Reggie was a born winner, man. Miller time.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That was absolutely great. Yeah. Nah, I mean,
Episode 31, man.
Episode 31. Yeah, that's why I said I give you credit, man, because and for those who don't know, he is really this cool all the time. Like he's always been, I used to call him Mr. O'Well.
Yeah.
But I have so much more of an understanding. I always had an appreciation for it.
Yeah, I know what you said.
But I have so much more of an understanding on why, because at the end of the day, you always knew it wasn't worth the energy that went into it to let it be any bigger than it was.
Right.
You kind of treated everything like it was Miller time.
Yeah. It is what it is, man.
You know what I mean? Like you understood, all right, cool. It ain't gonna work over there.
Yeah.
But it still works.
Yeah.
We'll just work this shit over here.
Yeah.
Me, why it can't work over here? I'm so emotionally tired. I keep the shit 100. I keep it a buck, because ain't no growth in nothing that you can't keep real. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I look over and be like, yeah, man, this shit supposed to be here though.
Mm-hmm.
Can't happen there, P. It's raining today. We gotta be underneath the zoning, man. You can go over there if you want to. Maybe you like that part of the yard, man. It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Let's just move this shit underneath
Rain down on me.
Right. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just realized how nasty that song was. But yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's
Another
what's
time.
going on with that. We can get into this or that, though.
You got one for me? Go ahead, give me one. Shit.
Yeah, this or that. Would you rather get kicked by a horse or punched by Mike Tyson?
In my chest? Nothing hit me in the face, right?
In the chest.
Damn. Third option.
Nah.
Neither one.
Nah.
I had to pick one?
This, that. This or that. Nigga, it ain't this or that or nothing. It's this or that.
Mike. Gotta take Mike,
Man,
man.
could you imagine?
Horse kick, bitch. I could talk
That
to
shit
Mike
might
like,
be
Mike,
lethal.
you know I ain't really did nothing to you, man. It's just... Just gonna hit you with my sparring fist.
It's going to break something regardless.
You know what I mean?
Either way, it's going to break something.
Nah,
Damn.
if he hit you with the sparring fist, he might not wanna. That horse, you can't talk to him. I'm a donkey kick the fuck out of you. That's what the horse gonna do.
Well, he don't know no bet.
You don't know
There's
no
no
better.
negotiating that one. You know what I mean? There's no negotiating that one. You know what I mean? Zip lining, bungee jumping.
Zip line. It's easy. Never did either one but zip line.
Why?
You supposed to,
Why so quick against the bungee?
I seen a video
Oh,
where the rope was too long. Bitch jump, whole head hit the ground. Pow, they died. You seen them?
and then
You seen them flying, right? You see them flying, and then you see a hit, and she just died.
oh my gosh.
I was like, oh.
Hey, come on, man.
No, I'm not trying to be funny. So I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of that. You
I don't know, man.
Shout out to Cousin Master. You know he
Skydive.
skydived.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Cuz. I mean, he
Yeah.
good. Listen, man, anybody out there, man, who willing to consider doing some of that kind of stuff, I tip my hat to you. I'm not saying I wouldn't try it in life. I'm not nothing I've thought about.
Yeah.
But in the same token, like, I admire anybody who out there, you know, willing to keep their options open and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm cool with just sitting at the beach on the beach having a cigar, man. I don't need to skydive out of that. I get a rush from that shit with some Earth Angel. I'm good, man. I don't need to skydive and then I could do a zip. I do a zip line though.
Zip line?
I do. You know, in Vegas on Fremont Street,
Mm-hmm.
down Old Vegas, when you walking through, they got like, remember how the Commons had the little brick area?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day downtown Trenton, they had the brick area. Then they had that. They got the bricks, and then they got this like dome, and you could zip line over top of it. People don't. You be walking, you just you see a motherfucker shoot past.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's down there. That's different. That's down Old Vegas.
That's
You know
dope.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Miller time.
Little time.
All right. You know what?
You got something for me, huh?
Well, I gotta keep it 100. Like, I just be you. I don't know, man. I mean,
What happened? What you talking about?
Well, that thing's good. You already said about the thing with Mike Tyson. I really wanted to know that. You know what I mean? You gave me. The
How about
answer
you?
to that. In that same situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta let Mike go ahead. Toughest part about that shit for me would be I know it's coming.
Yeah. That's the scariest thing about
Yeah, because you're gonna
everything.
tense up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch.
See, like when you go back and you think about even like when you played football,
Yeah,
the hits that got you the worst,
there's ones I never seen coming.
right? However, you appreciated it a little better because you didn't see it coming. You're like, hey man, he got me.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you get hit and you got a helmet on, anybody who ever played for, first off, your vision is kind of limited anyway.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I mean? You can't, you know what I'm saying? So if you get blindsided, it's that shit like your shit went on commercial.
Yeah.
Boom. Now, if your shit never been on commercial, that means that I got CTE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like your shit going commercial.
Commercial.
Yeah. We be right back. And you be checked the fuck out. You be out of that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like the only advantage to that is there is no tensing up.
Right.
That weird shit with your body. Like when I broke, like bro, when I broke my wrist in Dominican Republic,
Right.
Like, I know how it broke. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When the guy, I'm on a scooter, and the guy tried to come cross, you know what I'm saying? I see it, I go to whip sideways so I can avoid being, hitting that guy or running into him or whatever.
Right.
From my hands being tense on that handlebar and then hitting the ground, boom. That's what snapped it because it made
impact.
it like, the impact and me holding it tense. If it was just loosey-goosey like we talking about,
Right.
shit probably wouldn't have snapped.
That's just like a guy, one of my mans, he just sprained his ankle.
Yeah.
And I said, you was drunk? I said, nah, you wasn't drunk. Because he said, man, I fell down the steps at the crib. I just walked in the dark, walked wrong. I said, but I know you wasn't drunk. I said, because if you drunk, your body would have just went limp. The reason why your ankle fucked up is because you tried to save yourself.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And
That's
what happened.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Like, ain't no badge of honor or no shit, but I done broke enough shit to know, and every time I fell, I didn't break something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it be little shit like, that's one of them times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what you gonna do, man? I mean, if you out there, you playing that sport, you got a helmet on, you know what you're doing.
Right.
You ain't fishing or nothing, bitch. You out there with a football helmet on, shoulder pad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I got trucked. It's kind of what came along with it.
Yeah. But my thing in life, man, it goes back to tap into your food of thought. And also, do me a favor. We don't owe Spalding anything. Yeah, there you go, buddy. I don't. Thank you. Unless they want to give us, listen, Spalding, you want us to hold the basketball every episode? Little check is fine. I don't mind. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I'm saying.
I take it.
But what Miller Time is, and like you said with your food for thought, I appreciate those type of friends and those type of people around who ready to win on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You talked about evaluating your plans, and you talked about like no day should be taken lightly.
I don't know how a Joker do it.
No day. I mean, you can take it easy.
Yeah.
If you choose to do that for that day,
Right.
but still enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah.
That's why I got back to DJing years ago.
Yeah, no doubt.
I love music. I like
No
to be.
doubt.
I like to
No
be part of the
doubt.
party.
No
So
doubt.
every time that situation come, boom. Even now, I still work my 9 to 5, and I'm near majority of the time, 12 hours out the day,
Right.
11, 12 hours out the day. I still make the best of it. You know what I mean? They lucky they got a person like me that's on Miller Time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this shit because I want to win. I want to win. Anything that my name is on, I have to win. And even when I lose, I win.
Because you learn something.
I learned
That's
something.
right. No,
I'm
that's
not
a
a
great point.
loser, man.
Yeah.
Most losers just sit on the couch all day. People with P sitting at the moment right now, you know what I mean? But, on the couch. But what I'm saying is, most losers.
Hey, I got to admit, that was a nice cut. It was nice. That shit was nice. It's one of them ones, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Pop. It was one of them shits. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
caught me slipping.
Reggie Miller is one of those people, man, that, even when he denounces,
Yeah.
he do that shit like, y'all gonna hear him, man. I'm Reg, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about Reg? And Reggie is usually a worthless name.
Yeah.
Think about most Reggies
He's
you
at
know.
Wendy's now if you're looking for him.
Yeah, but think about most Reggies you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Reg. You
Yup.
talking about Reg? Just sit
Yup.
down there, you sit
Yup.
inside, drink all day.
Yeah. And you know what?
I love all Reggies.
Shout out to the Reggies. I was about to say
we fucking
because,
with y'all. I'm just playing.
you guys gotta.
You got a purpose in life,
Listen, man. We didn't create the point that you're making.
right?
You know what? Maybe I'm tripping. I ask you something. It ain't
Right.
really so much of this or that, but I thought it was pretty interesting.
Right.
I was talking to Lefty, man. I was talking to Pope.
Right.
We was kicking it. And I pointed out some stuff to her, and I asked her if she had ever saw it. I had never seen it. Certain things like in life when we talk about generational wealth
Right.
and like guidance and understanding that, how to help your children and help your family members just, get to where they believe that they can be the most successful at.
Right.
So then we started talking about how certain cultures, certain races, certain cultures or whatever, you see them in certain elements, and then there's other ones and other like jobs and things like that of employment that you don't see them in.
Right.
So like we were talking about, you know what I mean? Like for instance, you know what I mean? Some of our, the brothers and sisters from like the Middle East, you know what I'm saying? Um, you don't ever see them as police officers.
Nah.
Then I had said something too. I was like, have you ever seen an Asian? And no disrespect and no racism.
We love
I'm just
everybody.
talking. But you ever see an Asian firefighter?
Only on TV.
Is it ironic that it's certain? And I don't know if it's based on demographic or maybe just where we are or whatever. And whoever's listening to this, maybe it's different in your town or where you are. But where we currently are and where we resided at, like, bro, like.
Right.
I had to get it later. Damn, it was certain cultures that, like, mom was a doctor, dad was a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be a doctor.
Right.
Mom owned a corner store. You own, dad owned a corner store.
Right.
You're going to own a corner store or a restaurant or whatever.
Mom had a 9 to 5. Dad had a 9 to 5.
You're going to get a 9 to 5. You're not going to be an entrepreneur. You're not going to learn how to be able to create your own wealth and then create It actually came off of a spin move dealing with something where I explained to her that the problem, or where people say that they want things like generational wealth,
right,
but they can't get beyond the concept of understanding that there has to be a sacrificial. I don't mean from a situation of death, obviously.
No. I know what you mean.
But a sacrificial generation. That
I'm
has
waiting till you
create.
finish, and I know exactly what to say.
And it has to be one that turns around and identifies with the fact that we have to become the new example. We got to become the new example. And, we talk about the Miller, Miller High Life. We talk about Reggie Miller and stuff like that. But one of the greatest things about guys like Reggie is they took a lot of pride in their craft and who they were as people.
Absolutely. And
it kind of tied in. It's funny how as we were having this conversation, I kind of reflected back on that conversation I was having with sis about that. And it was just, like I said, just in alignment with, wow, we want so many big things in life. We want generational wealth. We want to be able to give, put things in place so that our children and our children's children are in a comfortable position. And at the very least, or very minimum, have options. But no one wants to be the sacrificial generation to do it.
It's this. And to touch on what you were talking about. We had this conversation before, and we were talking about a lot of times I was bringing up how people will always say, black people are race, how the racism is towards us, and that's a given, but that's not the answer for everything.
Right? No. I got you.
I spoke on the previous episode. I can't tell you what number it is because shout out to the fact that we're on episode 31 right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But we become a product of our environment.
True.
Okay.
I agree.
Now you sit back. We were born and raised in Trenton, New Jersey.
Absolutely.
Okay. The closest colleges to us are Rider University, Trenton State College.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's called the College of New Jersey.
Correct.
Neither one of them are in the 7 square miles of Trenton.
Nope.
But we're the capital. This is what we're known for.
Yep.
You made a statement, and you said to me that just now. You never see any Asian police officers.
Correct.
Or Asian firefighters.
Correct.
Okay.
Indian.
Certain
other races.
Correctional officers. How many you see? Right. Now, you sit back. Trenton is not going to call it a ghetto, but it's a hood with a lot of, inner city. It's an urban area.
Yeah, it's an urban area. It has its challenges like any other city.
Okay.
Right.
But when you sit back and you think about it, you have Trenton State Prison.
Right.
You have Crafts.
Correct.
Bo Robinson.
No doubt.
Okay. All these correctional facilities.
Absolutely.
Down Route 29, you have the workhouse.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Not counting city lockup.
Right. Clinton.
Okay, but I'm talking about in the Trenton.
Got you. But in Trenton area.
Right in the Trenton now.
Okay.
And the youth house was right outside the city. It's not anymore, but it used to be right outside the city limits in York.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So that encourages jobs, when you sit back and look at the highest paying jobs in the city, it's firefighter, police officer, correction officer, or politician. Right? So, if I could become these off a test and not have to go to college and be the sacrifice or the sacrificial person that goes off to be the new person, this is what I'm going to follow. We think making a difference is becoming one of these positions.
No doubt.
In our local area. But just because you was born somewhere doesn't always mean that you have to stay there. Yeah. See, you were born there. Sometimes you got to go away to be the example, to come back to show a person that you could do it.
Right.
Let's think about this. Mr. Troy Vincent, who is he I don't know if he's the president of the NFL union, whatever. He's high in the NFL office. Played for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was drafted by the Miami Dolphins. He played for the Washington Redskins. Born and raised in Wilbur section. Didn't go to Trenton High.
Right.
But football took him out of here for him to be able to come back to donate the weight room to Trenton High, to do certain things, to show a person, people, it's the way.
That's right.
It's a different way.
Right.
I'm not saying anybody that's a cop, CO, firefighter, and all these type of things. But that's what we know. That's because that's what we see.
Right.
Now, the Asian people that had this, just remember, the Asian culture had the stores before our poppies did. Something I learned recently during this last mayoral election, when something was going on, something fishy, we don't got to go into that. Poppies have the stores, but the Asian people still own the buildings.
Yeah.
They're renting that out. Yeah. So, they're building generational wealth in our same neighborhood because they're not doing the same things that we're doing. It has to be shown to us. But you're right. Nobody takes that stand to be able to show us.
Yeah.
Show us these things.
Yeah, because different is uncomfortable in our culture.
Right.
Different's uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
That's the biggest thing. I was telling you, I said it in the thing before.
But we think we're winning.
Right. Well,
because when we're not losing.
Right.
We're never losers.
Right.
But we'll think we're winning because we had these Alexander McQueens before this person. Well, bitch, I got the best. Goofy. Right. Yeah, right. That don't matter. Because next year, that shit ain't going to be what you want.
That shit ain't what you want this year.
Right.
It is because it's only July.
Right.
You'll want some new shit in a couple.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Nah,
but
I get you.
but
nah,
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it has to be be that form of wealth that we want.
Right.
We have to show different. Like, okay, I just said this to somebody the other day. We look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a businessman, a mogul who has done a lot. But to everybody, he's always going to be Jay-Z the rapper. Yeah. He's not. They're not realizing Monogram, the weed that that he's into now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When he bought Tidal, and understanding NFTs, that's a whole different thing. Same thing with Diddy. You know what I mean? Some people just gonna always see Diddy as the party promoter. He is the party, but he's a mogul. Dr. Dre. They only gonna remember him from NWA. What I mean is, I'm using this for an example because they had that concept and mindset of Militant.
No doubt.
They didn't just stay rappers and
music
music
people.
people.
With it. No, I got you. No.
They were the sacrificial people. Say, let me do this because my kids
exactly, bro,
need to be all right.
No, what you saying is spot on to what we've been talking about this whole time, dealing with Militant,
right,
and understanding that. And that's what's crazy because, the conversation. I just had that conversation yesterday,
right,
and I was telling you about, and I didn't know what we were going to be discussing on the show today.
No,
so I'm only saying all that to say that the mind, because like when I made the whole food for thought about the right company, this is what I'm talking about, y'all.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's so funny? Because you do them so much, and I didn't even see that one.
Yeah.
So I didn't even feed off that. You know what made this connect this way? Vibrations.
Oh yeah.
Because they're real.
Nah, I believe that.
For the last few nights, I've been watching The Secret. I've watched it plenty of times. Yeah. I cut it on and fall asleep. So it's playing while I'm asleep to change my mind frame. Whatever you play, that's a secret in hand right there. Put on something that's beneficial, that teach you, manifestation, affirmations while you're sleeping. You will wake up with a clearer mind and ready to be on Miller time.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up with the shit on Golden Girls because my wife like, nah, we ain't fucking with this all night.
I understand that.
Yeah,
When I used to have to go through that situation, I used to put like a headphone on my head.
Yeah, see, man,
but
I got all
at
kind
the
of
same
shit going
time,
on.
you got to remember, for a long time I slept alone.
Yeah,
so it's different.
Yeah, nah, but the point is that you're making, and I got you. It's just understanding, like I say, man. Like we talk about this, that Miller time element of us, and just being able to see when you need to cut something on. Let me tell you something. If you got it on all the time, you never need to, like, how they say you never need to cut it on. How they say the best way to, I stay ready to keep from getting ready.
Yeah.
So it's the same situation with that. Like for me, and I had that conversation with her. That got there because we were discussing the fact that we talked about long-term generational wealth, like owning things. Obviously, we get into a lot of conversations about owning property and different things that we can actually kind of will down and have things going into play so our children can have them in advance and have choices.
Right.
Because let's be completely honest. To ask a person like Warren Buffett, if he felt like everybody who came after him in his line was deserving of anything that he had worked hard to create, and they're gonna always find somebody to say, no, this one just didn't do right. This one just didn't work hard. This one didn't apply themselves. So no, I didn't rush to go and put some money into their hands so they can do different things.
That kind of reminds me of the Bush family. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong a little bit, but if I'm not mistaken, of course I think they wanted Jeb Bush to really be the president, not George, not GW, right?
Yeah.
Not Junior. And Senior, because they had money and they paid, he gave Junior the Texas Rangers. Like, his son just managed his baseball team. But my point is, they had that option. You see what I'm saying? To give him a sports team. It's just like, I can't think of the DJ's name. I can't. He was rich. His family was rich, and he really didn't have to work. But, his dad was a hustler. Like, yo, you got to do something, man, this and this and that.
No doubt.
And he's like, I'm going to be a DJ.
As he's supposed to.
Right, I'm going to be a DJ. He's like, all right, man, I don't know what you're going to do with that, but go ahead. And I think he started making like $17 million a year.
Yeah. I'd have been the same way if I was my son.
Yeah.
What you going to do, bro?
But what I'm saying is,
you in play,
what I'm saying is, the generations before that created them to be able to have these opportunities.
No doubt.
And that's what you're saying.
That's all.
You know what I mean? So what we saying, everybody, you gotta get in Miller time. Listen, Miller time ain't about you having the best fucking clothes and winning. I'm winning, bitch, and you taking pictures with money. That money pick shit stupid.
That's some chick shit anyway, that clothes shit.
Yeah, I buy outfits. I get a lot of shit from Walmart. I seen a Purple Rain t-shirt at Target the other day that was dope as fuck. What you was saying? I'm sorry to cut you.
No. This is my opinion.
I spend money on my shoes though because it gotta be comfortable.
Here's the thing.
I like them Air Max she got right there.
Thank you. What's going on here? That nigga. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, but anyway, y'all. What I was getting ready to say about the whole thing. This is just my opinion. I could be off. I could be on, but it's my opinion. Clothes and all that kind of stuff. Don't nobody want to look like a clown unless you're a clown. Unless that's something that you really just want to, you know what I mean? Be a clown. Mm-hmm. But if that's not the case, nobody cares what you're wearing. No. You know what they care about? How much it cost.
Right.
Nobody
that's
cares.
what it is.
Yeah, like you can have some goofy, stupid shit on.
Right.
They be like, that's whatever.
Right.
People go and Google that shit and be like, oh, you know what I mean? That shirt was $1,700.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy who's wearing it is a loser. Like, he's a piece of shit. Like
nobody gives a fuck about his Gordon Gartrell.
Right. No, exactly.
Right.
So, when you got that military mindset though,
yeah,
you always thinking about how to, lay the foreground down for the generation. Like, It ain't nothing like picking up your grandson or your granddaughter and looking them in the face and say, you know you rich already?
Right.
And they can't even talk.
Bitch, that's gangster.
You know you rich already? Come on, man.
With that being said, man, damn, listen, hold on. That's legendary talk right there. That's my big brother. That's where I get that from. This has been the Porch Podcast, episode 31. It's Miller time, man, and I ain't got nothing else to say. Pete, talk to him. You know,
hey, man, as always, you know, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the content. Please leave comments, y'all. We love to talk to y'all. You know, we respond to everybody.
Right.
We do. You know, we appreciate you guys taking the time. Have you been listening to on all of your favorite podcasts and streaming sites?
Right. iHeartRadio,
Amazon Music,
Apple Podcasts,
you know, Overcast Radio,
Radio Public.
You know what I mean? Stitcher.
Amazon Music.
You know, just to name a few.
Google Podcasts.
You know, just to name a few. And as always, man, whatever you do in life, always remember, man, it's Miller time.
Miller time. Thank y'all, man.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.